We're with Paul Chalue, a native of Needham, Massachusetts, inducted today into the Builders category of the New Hampshire Legends of Hockey. And congratulations, Paul.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you. And I understand, you mentioned Needham and hockey. Robbie Ftorek and the Ftorek family is synonymous with hockey in Needham, and you knew them quite well.
I did. I knew them well and followed hockey. I got involved with hockey actually because of the Ftorek family.
Well, I'm from Melrose originally, Melrose, Mass. And Robbie Ftorek broke all of our hearts in Melrose one night when Melrose played Needham in the Eastern Mass Championship game at the Boston Garden, the old Boston Garden, and Robbie had the only goal in a 1-0 Needham victory.
I was probably there taking pictures that night.
I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were. I think everybody from Needham and everybody from Melrose was at that game.
Yeah.
Now, you moved to Dover, New Hampshire in 1977.
Correct.
And you became the city's director of recreation. You had the outdoor rink there.
I was the ice arena director, not the recreation director.
Right, the ice arena, okay.
Right.
Want to get that straight.
It was, at that time, it was a separate city department.
And it was an outdoor rink?
Well, it was a brand new rink. It had a roof
Okay.
and chain link fence on the side.
Right.
And it got a little chilly.
Yeah.
They had built it with outdoor recreation funds from the federal government, and at the time, the rules said it had to be open air.
Okay, yeah.
And it was cold. That was my first winter there, and then the blizzard of '78 came along.
Yeah.
And I made my way to the rink and walked in, and I had a snowdrift right across the red line, about 6 or 7 feet deep.
Wow.
And I'm saying, what am I doing here?
Right.
But we got through it, and as the years went on, we worked with Senator John Durkin's office, and they got the Federal Bureau of Outdoor Recreation to change their guidelines, so we were able to close it in, and we put some walls up, and it just kept getting better.
There you go. Now you have Foster Rink there, right?
Yep, we have the second rink there now, and it's turned into quite a nice facility.
Yeah, absolutely. But you were there when it all began.
Yes.
back in '77, and I guess transformed by the blizzard of '78, as you mentioned. That's when you started thinking, boy, we need some walls, right?
We had a real good group of people in Dover that were willing to volunteer, and a lot of those things we accomplished with volunteers and some of our staff at the rink. But like the walls, we put those up ourselves with the volunteers.
Wow.
We needed bleachers. We went and got a set of bleachers at a down in Massachusetts that were being sold, the used set, and everybody got together and put them together and helped build the rink to what it became. Yeah.
And then it was on for you to become a founding member of the New England Ice Skating Managers Association.
Right. That was an interesting time. There were several people that I knew from my time in the rink in Needham, because I worked there before I came to New Hampshire. And we got together and formed a group to exchange ideas and help build the rink business.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your involvement with officiating over the years.
Well, I had a math teacher in high school who was the hockey coach also, and he kind of encouraged me to start officiating and getting into that. And so I also officiated many games, youth hockey games, all the way up to senior league games. I did a few games in Canada that I was there for another tournament, but I got asked to fill in as a linesman, and actually had the pleasure of officiating a game with Red Story.
Oh, really? Legendary official.
Legendary official, right.
One of your fellow inductees today, Brian Murphy, was your starting goaltender when you coached at Dover in the late '70s, and so I guess your relationship has continued since that time.
Oh yes, Brian has done really well. He started out, he was working for me at the arena when he went to college, and he decided to get into officiating, and he just is very dedicated to anything he does, and as you can see, he did quite well with officiating.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I remember we had a mite tournament, which is the little beginner kids, and we talked Brian into being a linesman for that game, for one of the games in the tournament. And I'm not sure, but I'm pretty positive that it was his very first game officiating.
Wow. So you were there
I was
for
there.
the start of it.
Yeah, I was on the ice as the referee, and he was one of the linesmen.
Yeah. So you were right there, and
Yeah.
then now, it's over 2,000 games in the National Hockey League. Quite an accomplishment for him.
It is an extremely good accomplishment.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. But well, when he played goal for you, did you have any idea that he would go on to be the official that he turned out to be? Did he
No, I-
perhaps know the game better than some?
Well, he definitely knows the game
yeah,
really well.
yeah.
And I don't think he was thinking about officiating at that point,
Right.
but he was a very dedicated goalie. Whatever he did, he was dedicated to, and it was a pleasure to have him on the team and to call him a friend. He's
Absolutely. And what are you up to these days?
Well, I am now living in Florida. My wife and I are in real estate down there, residential sales, and it's a lot nicer down there today than it is here. A little chilly this morning.
But
I
the
don't
sun
miss
is shining.
the sun is shining. I don't miss the snow though.
I'm sure you don't. Paul Chalue, thank you so much, and congratulations. And you're inducted into the New Hampshire Legends Hockey Hall of Fame, and certainly richly deserved.
Thank you very much, Ken. It's an honor to be recognized.